Hello everybody, and welcome to today's video. We will review the Lionel wind turbine fan. Now, for those that are wondering why I'm reviewing this item is probably the most underappreciated, underrated piece of accessory that you could buy from Lionel. Now, Lionel has only produced these a couple times, not a lot of times, so finding these are usually not that easy. Some hobby shops actually do still have them, and it's just the hard part of looking around to see where they're available. Lionel has produced these over several times, and I believe this was last produced around the time that the Vision Line series was introduced in 2010. Now, you're probably wondering, well, this thing doesn't look that big for O gauge, and the truth is that for O gauge, these things should be a little bit bigger. This is the size for HO. Now, for those who've seen these along the freeways and highways heading east or north, depending on where you live, in California, there's a lot of these once you're heading from Riverside County all the way out to Phoenix, and you're greeted with these for the first 30 minutes of the trip between Riverside and Yucca Valley. Now, they do have a lot of different variations, but this is probably the most popular one, and that's why Lionel did these fans. Now, this was a plan, I believe, that K-Line was originally going to do these. However, since K-Line closed up, Lionel took over the plans and started developing them. And you could look around online, and K-Line actually had a flat car with two little motors. And I will explain to you guys all the parts of this in a moment. But they had two of these on flat cars, and I believe they had fans, wings on flat cars as well. So this piece is not mine. This is my father's piece. And my father works for the Port of San Diego, and there was times that he would see these coming in on trucks, trains, and boats, and they would get loaded up on flat cars, and then they would get hauled out by BNSF during the week. And obviously, these fan wings and motors and everything should be a lot bigger. So the appropriate size for this is actually HO size. And these cars that they have them on, they are two of these 80-foot flat cars, I believe, with two of these fans on them. So they're pretty big flat cars to be able to hold these wings. So James Wright did do a video on this because he actually has them on his layout, and he had a little discussion piece. So I'm going to do a little bit of a different approach actually reviewing this, because I will not give you guys the history, because there's a lot of history and I do not want to try to shrink it down to cover the most important stuff, and I want to get this video straight and precise to the point of why this video is being shown to you today. So let's get started with the review. So this is the actual motor part. So the motor part and this portion right here actually was put on the flat car that you could get from K-Line. Now, the cool part about this is when you get in the box, this piece and this piece down here, the actual pedestal and the tower portion of the fan, are already built together. And the wings come separate. So all you got to do is kind of twist it, and the wing does. Here is the wing for size, and probably if you were going to use these as loads in O gauge, 027 flat cars would look ideal. Now, I have seen some modelers doing this with HO cars, and they actually have wings that are a lot longer. So what they do is they put wings staggered on flat cars so they can fit more wings on the flat cars for transportation. So here's the back side of the fan, and there's nothing there that's attractive or anything that we really need to see. We're going to move to the bottom, and the one thing I did fail to mention is that when you get this in box, this section down here needs to be attached. So there's a little screw in here that all you gotta do is attach it to the bottom and tighten it up, and it's attached. And the wires do come with the setup, so all you gotta do is just clean the wires up and get it ready to be added for power. Alrighty guys, so I have this hooked up to a transformer, and here we go. So I'm going to show you guys. Now there is only one speed on this thing, so this is the fastest it will go, and this will probably be the slowest it will go. Now it doesn't sound that well because this is only a display piece. We only run it once in a while to maintain the motor and to make sure that it still runs. So this is the first time I've actually ran it in 2 years, so the motor does sound pretty bad. Alrighty guys, this wraps up this review. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and tell your friends about this channel and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.